Hey everyone, welcome to KSSP Podcast. I am Spencer,
And I'm Katie.
and today we are going to be trying some meditation exercises. So, meditation is it has a couple of different health benefits. I definitely recommend looking into that sometime if you ever have the chance, because it can just help with like a plethora of different things. I don't know everything off the top of my head, so I'm not going to try to even say what it is. But I have this book here called Practicing Mindfulness by Matthew Sokolov. I don't know if that's how you say his name, and it's 75 essential meditations to reduce stress, improve mental health, and find peace in the everyday. And I have never used it. Kind of like I sometimes when I buy things and then they just get put on a bookshelf and never see the light of day, but we're going to use it today. So we'll just do the first exercise, I'm thinking. And it is called Finding the Breath. And it says time takes 5 minutes. So I'm just going to read it here. I think, because I can read it, right? As long as we don't read the whole book.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Because I bought the book, so I own it. I mean, I know it's whatever. The body is always breathing, and the breath is constantly moving. Your breath is not only the best place to start, it's a constant you can return to any time you need a little centering. In this first practice, you will gently find the breath in the body. There's nothing to figure out. There are no problems to solve, and there's nothing special you need to do. Constantly return to your direct experience of the body breathing. You are training the mind to be with one experience without distraction. So, steps. The first step is to find a comfortable position for the body. So, we can start there. I mean, I'm comfortable, I guess. Okay. And then the second, I won't do the second step, not yet, but because I got to keep reading. But the second step is gently allow the eyes to close. So you guys can let your eyes close gently. And then the third step is to bring awareness to the abdomen, relaxing the muscles there. See if you can feel the natural rising and falling. Imagine the body is breathing itself from the navel around to the obliques. Notice the movement with each breath. Take a few deep breaths like this. In the fourth step, move your awareness up to the chest. As you inhale, tune in to the expansion of the lungs and the rising of the chest. As you exhale, feel the contraction and movement. See if you can follow the feeling of the breath from the beginning of your inhalation through the end of your exhalation. Now bring your attention to the nostrils. The feeling of the breath may be more subtle here. Try taking a deep breath to see what is present for you. You may notice a slight tickle at the tip of your nose as you breathe in. You may notice the breath is slightly warmer on the way out. Keep resting your awareness on the body breathing in one of these three spots. When the mind wanders, refocus on the direct experience of the breath. Continue to observe the breath for a minute or two.
Is that the end of it?
Yes, wrapping up this period of practice, bring this awareness with you into your daily life. Stay in touch with the breath in your body to help the mind remain present. Yeah. How was it?
I couldn't decide like what to focus on when you said to like focus on one of those three
One of the
areas.
three.
Like I kept going back and forth, and it was like giving
I
me a
think.
little anxiety.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I shouldn't give you anxiety. That is not the point of meditate. But I was like, I think as the meditation, as long as it were to take your um so it was okay if you were thinking about all three and alternating, but if it was giving you anxiety, then that's not the intention. But if it's, I think it's more so
I
to,
couldn't choose.
yeah, I think it's more so to pull your thoughts and just have them thinking about your breath. So I do think obviously it's okay to alternate between the three, but I
And
think if it
I
makes you
feel like
anxious, then
I'm
that doesn't
weird
help.
though. I feel like I'm
What?
weird. I feel like I'm weird because like I don't know when I start thinking about my breath, it makes me anxious in general too.
No, that I get that because it's sometimes I feel like I have to think about my breath to control it. And then when I start thinking about it too much, I feel like I'm gonna stop breathing. But I know we
Yeah,
can't force ourselves to stop breathing, but I still get anxious about it. So if you
exactly.
guys feel the same, probably don't do that exercise because but I think it's a good idea, but maybe with that exercise, you don't, because I've wanted to get into meditation. Like that has always been something that I have wanted to try to do daily because it is really good for you. But it's just, we have timing, time blindness. It's very real. I can't, like, I know even if I were to spend 5 minutes every day in the morning doing that, it's kind of like brushing my teeth to me. Like I know it's only 5 minutes, but it just feels like it's hard to get into it too for me because my
Yeah,
mind is always racing. I have done it before though, but sometimes it takes me 30 minutes to get to the calm, like what I feel like you should. And it's hard to know if I'm doing it right too when I'm trying to meditate. Cause I'm like, is this even
like I like the
accurate?
meditation that has like lets you think of visuals, like gives you visuals to think about.
Let me see if I can find one then that will let us kind of like a guided meditation,
Yeah,
like, but not about your breath.
right. Yeah.
Um,
So I do know that like the reason you're supposed to focus on your breath is just to make sure you're like breathing in at like even increments. So like you're not like breathing irregularly, I guess. Like you're breathing consistently.
oh, like
So
just
like
letting,
7 seconds in, 7 seconds out or whatever. Instead of just
oh,
like breathing for 7 seconds in, then 4 seconds out, and then 2 seconds in, and then 8 seconds out or something. Like it's
oh,
supposed to be like consistent.
like that's what is it? That's one of, what are these
It's
called?
supposed to help with like anxiety and
That's a method. So that's a
cortisol and
method
things
then,
too.
is what you're saying?
I guess.
Or, oh, okay.
Well, that's just kind of, yeah. That's that's like why we do the breathing stuff.
Oh, I gotcha. I don't know if there's any that are exactly. Here, let's go to, oh no, that one. I mean, I just don't want to do the one that long right now, but we can, oh,
Yeah.
here, 5 minutes. Finger breathing. Let's try that one.
Finger breathing.
I know it's another breathing one, but
Okay.
okay. This practice was introduced to me by my wife, Elizabeth, the writer's wife,
All
not
right,
my wife. As an associate marriage and family therapist, she incorporates mindfulness into her work with teenagers and young adults. Although she uses this exercise with young people, I find it to be useful with people of all ages. This technique is excellent for grounding, centering, and calming the mind.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
Okay. So, begin with the thumb at the base of the pinky finger on the same hand. Oh, base. I was like, okay. So then so then you're going to inhale, and then with that inhale, gently move the thumb up to the tip of the pinky. Pause briefly between the inhale and the exhale, and softly press the tips of the thumb and pinky together. And then with the exhale, move the thumb gently back down the finger. So I'm going to set a timer for like 3
Let's
minutes.
try that again.
So what you're going to, like, you don't have to do it like right now, but do you know how to do it kind of?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I get
I'm
that.
going
I
to,
just didn't get it while you were reading it.
no, yeah, I figured it would, cause yeah, but we'll try it for like 3 minutes here and see. So I got a timer so we can,
Should we do it with both hands?
yeah, we can. I don't know. Okay. Okay. That was 3 minutes.
Oh, I didn't hear the timer.
Well, my watch is on like vibrate.
Oh, okay. I can see.
But yeah, I didn't mind that one. Felt
Yeah.
like it was decent, I guess. I mean, like they probably all are. I don't know. I think it probably helps when you're doing something too, like the finger thing, since
Yeah.
that gives your mind something to focus on. Because I know for me, sometimes with meditation, it can just be really hard to get my mind not to think, because that is what
That's why I like the guided meditations, though.
that makes sense. Because then it tells you what to think about, or
Yeah,
like guides you what to think about.
right. And I
Yeah.
mean, you don't always have to be paying attention to it, but like when you do, then like you're not just sitting there in the silence. minutes because my mind, like I get bored.
No, yeah, that sometimes I also like to do like one thing that I've noticed really helps me. It's not necessarily meditation, but binaural beats. I don't know if you've heard of
Oh
those.
yeah.
I love those. Like especially when I was in like nursing school or I mean anytime really. I will just have them. I will listen to some of them. Like there's different suppose I think there's science behind them, but I am not gonna like claim that I don't know the science research behind it, so I'm not gonna claim that it 100% works, but they did work for me. And it just definitely helped me keep calm, and it helped me actually focus on what I was reading or writing or whatever it was. So,
See, I like to meditate upside down.
oh,
Like I like to sit upside down, like in a chair or something, like with my legs out, and then the blood will
okay,
rush to my head, and like that just helps me to meditate better.
huh? I feel like I've heard of that, but I've never like done it. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I wouldn't like the blood rushing to my head. It would make me like anxious. But
It's really relaxing to me.
is it?
Yeah.
It doesn't make you feel like you're like falling. I don't know, or just
No, no, it doesn't feel like I'm falling or anything.
huh?
Like it just, I don't know, like all of my energy goes to my head.
I mean, all the blood's going there, so all your glucose is going there.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, there's a lot of ways that you can meditate.
for sure.
I think whenever I've tried like the guided ones where they tell me I can't do like personally I can't do those because I can't think about what they're trying to make me think about. But
Because you're not a visual thinker, though.
no,
You don't think like
not like
pictures.
yeah, like I can
Like
think of a
I'm a
story,
very
but I
visual
don't see
thinker,
it. Yeah,
so I think that's why I like those better.
because they're trying to tell me to think of something, and I'm like, what do you like? I can't do that. Like I have thoughts, but I don't see. I mean, I feel like I have at some times in my life, seen like in dreams. Like I do feel like I can have dreams sometimes. So I don't think I have whatever that aphantasia is that the word?
Yeah, I
I
don't know
don't
if
think
that's
I
the word, but that's
actually
right.
have that then because I have had dreams, but I can't. I don't know. And it's like I think there's also a spectrum, is what I've read before too. Is that some people can picture like a legitimate apple, but some people can like sort of picture like it's
Like most people can like sort of picture the apple. Like it's a really small
okay.
amount of people who can like very in fine detail picture like exactly an apple.
So when you picture, like for you, do you like when your eyes are closed, are you seeing like another 3D world? Like, is that how
Well,
you're
like
viv?
not always. I mean, sometimes when my eyes are closed, I just don't see it. But like when I can like have my eyes open and still think pictures in my head.
Okay, but then like, but not in the sense that you like actually physically like see it. See, like I don't know. That's
Not
so.
unless I'm having a flashback. But that's not an ideal situation.
So it's not like an actual 3D image in your head, though.
No, it can be. I mean, I can think in 3D,
I
kind
think
of.
I just don't know how other people see pictures, so I don't know if how my experience is normal because I don't know what
Yeah.
other people's experience is because I
Because some
don't.
people can think in pictures and other people can't as much or at all.
Hmm, yeah, I
It's
don't know.
weird how the human mind is like different.
Yes, it is. We should have talked about. Well, we can always do another perception episode or video
Yeah,
sometime
there's a lot more
day.
we could talk about.
Oh yeah. Um, thought I was. Oh, but so yeah. So those guided ones just. I feel like they almost stress me out more because I am stressed that I have to picture what they're telling me to picture. So I focus on that
Yeah,
rather than just letting my mind like breathe. But I do sometimes like
yeah,
binaural beats and then closing my eyes and just sitting for 30 minutes with just the music or any meditative music for 30 minutes and just letting my mind like it might still try to think of things, but I just usually calm it and reassure it by being like, it's okay. We'll think about that in 30 minutes or we'll come back to that in 30 minutes. Right now, we're just going to rest. And sometimes that has helped me. So I
Yeah.
think you just have to kind of figure out a method that works for you, really.
Yeah.
But meditation is very, I think if you kind of look into the research on it, there's a lot of good like health benefits to meditating. And
Yeah.
I don't think you have to do that much time. Like I think I'd have to look into it, but I feel like even 5 minutes a day would be
Yeah.
super beneficial. I mean, anything is better than nothing, I would say.
Yeah. For sure.
Maybe all of us can start holding each other accountable.
Mhm.
So, well, that'll be what are those called? Like a text notification that we send every day. Did you do your 5 minutes of meditation? Because we probably didn't. But yeah, I think meditation can be fun. It is what you make it, I guess. So
Yeah.
it's good for us, though. We should do it more. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know if you have anything to add. Like we got our
We got our
little,
5 minutes in.
yeah, a little, yeah. But so I think that was our Friday for this week. Just meditation. So if you guys ever have anything, any hobbies or whatever it is that you want us to do on a Friday, just leave a comment below letting us know.
And you can also reach out to us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok.
Don't forget to like, follow, and turn on notifications. We will see you guys next time.